Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the public voice actor panel. So first of all, by name, Miss Annelie Heet and Miss Julia Meinen. Applause. So it's a simple Q&A. We have one volunteer going with this mic through the lines, giving you the microphone. If you give a sign, and then you ask your question. Before you ask the question, you say Julia, Annelie, or both, to know who will receive this question. And yes, that's it. So we have not much time, so let's get things started.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, bronies.
Are you having fun? Great.
Great. You're looking awesome.
Yeah.
Also.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just one small thing beforehand. Who in this hall doesn't know who John Joseko is? Who does know who John Joseko is? Who knows his works? Also his Tumblr blog. Good, you all know. And Mr. Joseko made 2 requests to our voice actors to speak a small line in the native language from the 2nd season. So let's begin with Julia. Would you do your line first?
Okay. Okay, this is in German. Ja, bei Twilight.
Zeitreisen sind logisch unmöglich und die Zukunft scheint schrecklich zu sein. Von wann bist du?
Nächsten Dienstag.
Okay, the second thing, Joseko wishes that Annelie will be the Swedish voice of Princess Cadence and Queen Chrysalis, so you can think what Annelie will do next.
So, they gave me a Swedish translation. That is not that accurate, but I will sing it anyway. So the Swedish bronies won't, well, be angry. So I'm gonna try to sing this. And of course I forgot my reading glasses at home, so I will try with the paper. And of course Queen Chrysalis has a really big digital effect on her voice. I can't really do that on my own. So, well, håll till godo. Idag kommer allting bli perfekt. En sådan dag jag drömt om sedan jag var född. Alla ponjer samlas kring när jag förenas min ring. Vad de ej vet är att jag ej bryr mig alls.
So, the mic is open.
Questions?
There's one.
Fluttershy.
This is a question to both. What were your first thoughts when you knew that people were going crazy about My Little Pony and that you are a voice actor of that?
I think it was wow. Wow. For me it was wow. How was it for you, Juliet?
Well, for me it was like, oh my god, I'm a pony now. I loved the ponies when I was a little child, so I'm gonna be a pony. That's awesome. So.
How did you get to pick your character, or was it picked for you?
It was picked for
Yeah,
for
it's
us.
always picked
Yeah.
for you. So
Yeah.
you can never go into the studio and they
Yeah.
say, "Oh, so here's the ponies. Who do you wanna voice?" All of them. You can't do that.
Were you happy with the characters?
Yeah. I play 6 ponies and a dragon. I'm thrilled.
Okay. There's one in the front.
I think there's one question we forget all the time. Who's best pony?
Who's best pony?
Twilight.
And and I have 6 of them and a dragon, so I really can't choose. But the best pony to voice just in the moment is of course Spitfire, and of course photo finish, cause she's like this and she's just crazy, and i hela Equestria är det så här nu jag går.
But of course, every pony is special for itself, and every pony has its own character, and I think they're all best ponies.
Yeah.
Every pony is best pony.
Yes. Yeah. Awesome.
Do all the other voice actors love to make this show?
Yes, they all loved it. All
other-
all the other voice actors I know that they have done ponies, they all loved it. And even the male voice actors, they all said, "Oh, I want to do a male pony, please. I love My Little Pony," and they're all excited for the second season, so they can do more about that.
So could you nag them to come next year to GalaCon?
Of course.
Yeah, totally. This is great.
Hello, I'm Annalie.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about what other Swedish shows are you recognized from? Or what other voices have you done?
There's a lot of them though, but I done Coop in Kid vs Cat, and B or Bea in Fishuks på kroken, and the Tigress in the Kung Fu Panda 2 movie. But then I'm all the way here och är så här väldigt låg och mörk. So it's a lot of them. So and I do RC in the Transformers Prime. That's also Hasbro. The Transformers down right back there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Who's just hi.
A question to both of you. When you started making voicing for the show, did you have any contact with the original voice actors from America or Canada?
No.
No.
We never have.
No. There's one in the first row.
I think I can ask this question like this.
Okay.
Maybe like this. Okay. Did you watch this show in English first when you, when you didn't have any contact to that voice acting stuff? Did you watch the show first?
No.
No.
No. I just came into the studio and I was like, okay, what I'm doing today, yeah, this is one episode from the new My Little Pony, and here it is. You have to do Twilight, and I said, oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
How much have you watched from the original, from the English show?
I watched quite a lot from season 1 because I'm just curious about how they do the voice casting. So I listen to the original voices and I compare them. I'm kind of a nerd in that way. And then I've also seen a couple of episodes from season 2. Of course, the ones with Discord and the one with Cadence. The 2 with Cadence.
My question is, when you are in the studio, are you recording together with the other voice actors, or do you record your lines separately?
Sometimes you are together with other voice actors, and this is more fun, but My Little Pony, I was alone all the time. I did all the episodes on my own. Yeah, it was very sad.
And in Sweden, we're always alone. So you have your own room with a little glass window, so you can see the sound engineer and they can see you. So it's like that. You can go, hello, and they say hi. Then you're all alone. But it's okay.
Hello, a question for both of you. The American voice actors get a little bit of liberty to improvise a bit. Do you have that as well? Or do you really have to stick to the script very strictly, I guess?
Yeah, we have to stick to the script, but if there's something, a word that has a singular word that fits better, we can change the word, or sometimes if a sentence is too short or too long, we can fix it. Or sometimes when there's a nice joke in there and the translator hasn't really got the joking part, we can save the jokes.
Yeah. So. You can always say your ideas, but you really have to stick to the original.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question for both of you too. What was for you the most, in all of your career, not just My Little Pony related, the most memorable moment you had in the studio?
Oh, that's hard. I got one when I was recording Kid vs. Cat. It was, I don't remember what it was now, but it was very funny. It was something with a traffic cone, you know, that you don't usually have them on your head, but he had, and it was very funny. So I ended up like lying on the floor and laughing until I cried because it was so funny. It's often very much fun to record. It's all the time.
Oh, I remember one thing I had to do for a real movie. I had to speak a scene where a woman is lying in bed and she's sick, and of course when you're lying in bed it's, oh, I'm so sick, and there was a real bed in the studio, and my regisseur said, well, yeah, just try it out, lay down and we'll give you the microphone and then you try it out so maybe it will sound better. So that's the funniest thing I've ever done.
Bed in the studio.
Yeah, yeah. Bed in the studio, yeah. I don't know why it was there, but I didn't ask. But
you shouldn't think about that. No.
Yeah. When do you release the German second season?
We don't know. We don't have any information if the second season is coming to Germany. We're all waiting for it, but we don't know anything about it. So yeah, we're all sad and we don't know nothing.
And we really want it to come to Europe so we can dub it and the other countries can dub it, because it's such a good show and it's too bad to miss out for all those who don't understand English. So come on, come on.
Yeah. You have to convince Hasbro.
Yeah, like lists with name lists and things.
When you start, sorry, I forgot my question.
Speak up, dear.
Hello.
Hello.
This is a question for Julia. It's about season 2, so if you aren't allowed, just say no. Oh man. Oh. Oh well, no season 2.
I've got a question to both of you. Do you have sons or sisters, sons or daughters, and what do they think about you voice acting? Do they think, oh, my mom's in this movie, it's the best thing ever, or is it quite embarrassing for them?
No. Well, I don't have any daughters or sons, but I have a lot of little cousins, and they always say, oh yeah, you're Twilight, yeah, you're the pony, that's so cool, and we also hear you in this and that movie, and they're proud, but they're not embarrassed.
And I have a little girl, she's 2 years old, and she's too young to understand anything. But sometimes when she watches shows like The Dinosaur Train, I mean that, and she's watching that, and sometimes she just looks at me, and then the TV, and then at me again. And like, yeah, it's mommy. But, Mama?
hello, I wanted to ask what you are planning for the future.
A lot more dubbing jobs. Yeah. I hope it will never end. Just being healthy and yeah.
More dubbing, more ponies.
Yeah. So.
This question goes to the both of you. Have you guys ever listened to your own voice? And if yes, what do you think about it?
You have to listen to your own voice. You kind of, if you're in this business, you have to just listen to it, and you have to love your own voice, because you have to control it. And if you have to control it, you have to love it. So it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, and if you listen to your own voice, you can also say, oh yeah, okay, and I was in that mood, and you can watch what you can do better the next time. And it's your work. When you're writing a book yourself, then you read it again and you say, oh yeah, okay, that's good and that's good, or that's not. So you have to listen to your own voice. So if you don't love it, I think that won't be good.
No. And you have to really experiment with it, with your voice as well, and not be afraid to experiment and go with crazy sounds like something like that, just because it's fun.
So a question to both of you. How did you discover your passion for voice acting? You know, it's like getting your cutie mark. You find that you're really good at it. So how did you get your cutie mark?
You first.
Okay. I started it when I was 10, and when I was a little kid, and I did some TV commercials before that when I was a kid, and I always loved to listen to movies and to speak or to repeat the movies. And when I was little, I stood in front of the mirror and I talked the whole day. It was just and when I did it the first time, I loved it, and since then I'm doing this, and I'm still loving this job. I'm so happy when I come into the studio, and I think maybe 2 years later I knew that this is that what I'm going to do, or what I really love. So I think I got my cutie mark very early.
And I got my cutie mark when I saw The Little Mermaid. With Ariel. I love that movie still, and I watched it and I really, really enjoyed it. So I think I was like, when did it come out? I was like, 98, okay.
No, 89.
Yeah, exactly. Something 80 something. I was about, I think I was 8 or 10 maybe. And I watched it and I just ran home from the cinema, and I had the doll and I recorded it on my little tape recorder. So I said every line from the movie. I had it on a VHS. And so I watched it and I recorded every line in the movie with different voices. And then after I was finished, I recorded like, okay, so the voice of the mermaid was made by Anna Lead, and the voice by Ursula was made by Anna Lead. And then after like a lot of voices, and everybody else was done by Anna Lead. Yeah. So I think that was when I first discovered that I really want to do this. But then I forgot about it for 10 years or something. Then I started. So, and it's always, as Julia said, it's always really nice to get to the studio and work. This is absolutely my dream job.
Okay, hello?
Hi.
I'm here.
What's up?
Okay, so the question is for both of you, and how long does it take to get recording the whole scene you're recording in the studio? How long does it take? And the second question, so you said you were very young when you started your career. How does it feel to start so young, and how do you improve, and what do you feel now when you're older?
Okay, the first question was how long does it take to make the whole pony thing? Was that right?
Yes.
I think we made it in two months, I think. The whole season?
Yeah.
2 months?
So. Yeah, something like that. I don't remember the hours, but it was quite a lot of hours.
Yeah. And the second question, well, yeah, it's a good question. I can say after 20 years of doing the dubbing thing, I can say that my voice, of course, it's different now than when I was 10. And when I see my old stuff, when I look at it, I recognize that that this is so much fun, and this will always be. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's still so much fun, and I'm very proud that I'm still in that business since 20 years, and I don't want to. I don't want it to end. And yeah, you aren't afraid. You are not afraid anymore of experience with your voice. You aren't afraid of anything. So if somebody says, "Yeah, now you have to cry," then then you do that. And when you have to laugh, then you make, yeah, that's so cool. So you don't have to be afraid. And when I was younger, I was always, oh no, now I have to laugh, and now I have to cry. I'm a little embarrassed.
And the funny thing is that you look really terrible when you do all this.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
So sometimes you can see the sound engineer goes, "Oh, she looks weird today," and that is good. So yeah.
So when you're not afraid anymore, when you can do everything, I think then you can make the job real good.
I was never afraid, by the way. I was like,
okay.
Hello.
Okay. There's one.
Hello. Question for both of you. One of the strongest points in My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic are the great songs. And are you also the singing voice of your native language? And if yes, so you might be a talented singer as well. So was it difficult to do the songs, or just the normal ways?
Okay, I did not. The Twilight singing part was not me. So
okay.
Yeah.
And I do the singing part for Rainbow Dash. So yeah. So, and the funny thing was that I didn't know how she sounded. I didn't know how the Swedish voice actress sounded when I was about to start dubbing her. So I just think, okay, how does a pony sound? Well, we try something like this. And then the second time she's singing at the gala, I thought, okay, I have to take it down a little bit. So in the first song, when to wrap up, I'm a little bit higher in pitch, but then I pitched it down a little bit just to be more fitting to her voice.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This is a question to both of you. In your career, you have done lots of different roles. So what do you think, character-wise, which characteristic do you prefer to speak? More crazy or more moderate or more silent characters?
Well, I really love it when I speak the, I hope I can say the word, the bitches. Well, the mean women or girls, which are always like the little beasts and the bitchy things. I like that very much. And I often get that roles. I don't know why. So. Yeah, I love that.
And I love the characters that are really crazy and really screams a lot and fights a lot, and just the really, really cartoonish characters that goes, you know, they're flying around like, you're crazy, ugly sounds. I like to sound crazy and ugly, that's me.
One more thing to Julia. I loved your voice from Sue from Love Hina. I think that was hilarious.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hello. It's a question for both of you. I wanted to ask, when did you find out about the brownie phenomenon, and what do you thought about it?
I found out just after I recorded the last episode in season 1, and I was like, wow, there are so many people enjoying this show. Wow, okay. Well, it was very, very, well, mind-blowing. And especially when I found out about the Swedish Spitfire clip on YouTube. That was really mind-blowing. It was, wow. I didn't know anything, because when they contacted me for this GalaCon, they wrote in the email, oh, one of your characters is a Spitfire. And I thought, oh, but Spitfire has like 3 lines or something. I play the others. And first of all, it's in Swedish. Why do you... And oh, haven't you seen this? So... And I watched it and I was like, oh, somebody time stretched me.
that the first time, I think when I was in the middle of doing the first season, and my regisseur told me that there's a really big community behind My Little Pony, especially the bronies, and I didn't know anything about that, and I said, oh my God, there's such a big fan community. That's really cool. And when I was invited to the con, at that point I knew how big the community is, and I think you're great.
Thank you.
And I have to say that you're also, all of you're very creative. Like
Yes.
you have the music and the art and the bronies for good charity, and it's really nice to be a part of the pony brony culture, to be a part of this, because all of the things that you're doing is so great, and I think it really makes a big difference for many people.
Yeah. And I thank you for all the cute pictures.
Yeah,
and
the pony soda.
Yeah, the pony sodas and the birthday pictures. Yeah.
My little human.
Thank you very much. That's awesome. I don't know what to say.
Hi, I have a special question, and I think it's the only time I can do this. Can I hug you both?
Of course you can. We do it later.
Yeah. Okay, now, okay.
Hugging first? Okay. Do you follow something like Extra Daily or any blogs from bronies or something?
I have Twitter, so sometimes I get links about things and I check it out. But I know what Equestria Daily is, and I know what the Derpy Hoops site is. So I've been there sometimes. What do you say? Derpy.
And yeah, I read a lot on your brony site about the Twilight and Twilight series thing. So, and that was really cool. I read all of that.
Can you do your Swedish Spitfire line?
I knew that was coming. I've actually tried to memorize. Let's see. Jaha, Rainbow Dash. Verkar som dina färdigheter räddade oss igen. I alla fall Sorens äppelpaj. And just so you know, I read all of the comments. A couple of weeks ago, I read all, it took me like 5 hours. I sat there a whole Thursday evening reading all of the comments. And some comments made me go, "Aw," and some comments made me go, "Ew." Ew. So it was...
I've got actually 2 questions. First would be after the people who hired you.
Okay.
After the people who hired you discovered us bronies, did they want you to change anything? And the second would be, do you think watching the English original before voice acting for it would improve it or would it distract you?
I think it would improve it, because I think a couple of years ago, at least in the Swedish dubbing business, people got home, they got like, not DVDs, they got VHSs to watch the show, and then they came in, and then they had really much time to think, okay, so this is the character, how I'm going to do it, and they don't anymore, so I think it would be nice to have like before.
This is a question for both of you. Do either of you have any experience in live action recording, and if not, is that something you'd be interested in doing?
In what?
In live
not
action.
Animated. Isn't it?
So not animated.
Yeah, not animated. The series that you do, the scraps and things you do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm already in that, so...
I did one live action film, Hotel for Dogs.
Hi, since you've seen the original, do you think that your dubbed versions are different in some motives or some tones or something?
Of course they're different. I mean, it's different languages, and each actor is doing their own version of the character. So yeah, it's different, but they're also good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so too.
The big question is, do you like bananas?
Yes, the answer is yes, we do like bananas. I love bananas. What, do you have some? Bring them forward to us and we will eat them.
So I got a couple of questions to both of you. So first thing is, do you earn enough money with your job as voice actors to actually can say that you can live with it, or do you need another job? Or can you be happy with only talking as a job?
I can live with that, only with the voice acting. Yeah.
For me, it's like, sometimes yeah, sometimes no. And then I have my comedy, so I'm currently writing sketches for Swedish radio, P3. So I do that, and I do comedy, and I do a lot of speaking in TV commercials and radio commercials as well. So.
Okay, thanks. And the other question is, since you both can speak English pretty well too, do you also voice other series in English or in your native language?
I do it only in my native English. I do it in German all the time.
I do in English and British English and in American English. So, but it's just the computer games I do in American and English.
Which one? What games?
Crater. It's Crater. And then I did what's the name of it? I can't remember. Well, sorry. Check my Wikipedia. I don't know. I can't remember. I've done so many things.
Okay, and during your voice acting, so at the point as you discovered the Brony fandom, did you change the voice acting since you had maybe more motivation, since you didn't only speak for a kind of a child advertisement for child toys, but there were also lots of people who loved it. So were you more motivated on future voice acting?
No, I think we always what is it called? Motivated?
Yeah.
Yeah. In doing our things, because every role you do with the same passion and with the same professionality. So I would never go into the studio and, oh yeah, okay, now I don't like that role, so...
this is just another work day, just do my thing.
Yeah.
Lines, now I'll go home, bye. Yeah. No, so never.
You always give 100% for every role you speak.
Ah, okay, good. Didn't think of that. Okay, thanks.
I have a question for both of you, and it would be, if you had to choose your favorite song from both seasons 1 and 2, what would be your favorite song?
Oh, I can't choose. I can't choose between Winter Wrap-Up and At the Gala. They're both so good. And in season 2, I only heard one song, and that's the Cadence Chrysalis Day area. That's right now. That's my total favorite song. I like singing all the time.
And I love the introducing song.
Yeah.
My little pony, my little pony.
I love that.
My little pony.
Yeah.
I wonder what that it could be.
Yeah. Let's sing, everybody.
Are there other roles you remember except the roles from My Little Pony that you especially remember from your past? So roles that have you kept in mind because they were special.
Yes. Well, I do a lot of real sitcoms and real movies, and one of my favorite roles was Lucy in the final season from Scrubs. And I really liked her because she was a little bit stupid, and I really liked that role. And also Emma Stone in House Bunny. I don't know if you know that movie. Yes. Okay.
I remember a little bit of every character I played, I think. And they're all so good, I can't really choose one. No, can't.
Well, yes, there's one role I remember. There's a series which is called Mighty Bee. It's about a little bee, and I was a girl named Portia, and Portia was really like, ugh, I hate you, and I will go with my nails, and she was really, she was a bitch, and I loved her. That was really fun.
This is a question to both of you. Not all fans are really enjoying the non-English versions, and some are quite vocal about it. How do you feel if the work you pour so much of yourself in gets well bashed?
Well, that's a thing you have to deal with, because nobody likes everything what you do, and I think that's not a problem. No one likes everything, and I'm not angry about that. So it's everybody's opinion if he likes it or not.
Me too. I second that.
Another question to both of you. How much time does it take to identify with the character you're voice acting for?
Well, I think, when I have a very new role, of course, you were told, yeah, that role has this character, and she acts like this and that, and I think after 1 or 2 hours, I'm into her, or into that role. 1 or 2 hours, and then after that, it flows. Then it's your role.
Yeah, I agree. It does not take a long time to say, okay, so this is what he's doing, this is what he's doing, okay. And sometimes you even get a little description on the paper, like, so here it says, what's his favorite food? Okay, now I know. So it says a lot of things, so that can actually be a help. That could be a really good help sometimes. And if you don't know, you can just ask, because they have it, so.
Okay, we only have time for one more question, so I don't know if you want to pick whoever can get to ask you.
You pick one.
I pick one? Oh, all right.
Question to Annalie. Did you think about how did you choose how to voice Spitfire? Did you know anything about her or something like that?
No, I didn't know anything, and I really want to clarify this. I did not intentionally make her sound, sexy. Of course, I did not do that. I was trying to make her, like a really cool girl. She knows what she's doing, and Rainbow Dash looks a bit up to her and thinks that she's really awesome. So I was just thinking about that and making her sound. And then I thought that maybe Soaring with Apple Pie, maybe she thought that he was a little bit embarrassing because he was like, oh, my pie! So I thought, Soaring's Apple Pie. Like a little bit like that. Like, oh, it's so embarrassing. So that's the way I interpret it, so.
Thanks.
Say the line once again.
Okej. Jaha, Rainbow Dash. Verkar som dina färdigheter räddade oss igen. I alla fall Soaring's Apple Pie.
Of course. Ich bin Twilight, Sparkle, ich studiere und lese gern. Und kein anderes Pony hat wie ich nen rosa Stern. Twilight süß. because I read a lot of comments because of Twilight, and I did it on myself. I didn't have any help with that, so I sat down and I was like, okay, how can I describe Twilight in these two sentences? And so the idea was from me and from no other one. So, and I hope you like it. And if not, it's cool.
Record it and put it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It is on YouTube.
Goodie. So, to wrap things up, it's getting late. The ladies need to be dressed for the ball.
Yeah.
You need to be dressed for the ball. Yes, so thank you all for your participation. Very special thank you to you both coming here, facing the questions.
Thanks for inviting us. Here. Yeah. Thank you.
Sadly, we don't have flowers for you. So, yeah. So, as you know, the gala now continues with the gala ball at 8 p.m. and you all probably need to get a shower, get dressed.